At least 32 people were wounded, including 5 children, and this is after Russia launched airstrikes on and around the Ukrainian city of Zaporizhzhia. Well, Russian missiles and drones slammed into residential areas on Wednesday, hitting a block of flats, a private house, and an educational facility. Moscow claims the wider Zaporizhzhia part as part of its territory, following what it called an annexation in late 2022. A move that's rejected by Ukraine and its allies. According to Russian President Vladimir Putin, Russian forces now hold the strategic initiative along the entire front line. It has seized more than 300 settlements this year, including cities, he says, Ukraine had turned into fortified strongholds. Putin insists that Moscow can accelerate its offensive and expand its security buffer zone, saying that goals of Russia's so-called special military operation will be achieved. He announced new submarines and surface ships for the Russian army, saying that the Oreshnik missile system will enter combat duty by the end of 2025. Putin warned that Moscow will seize more land if Kiev and European leaders refuse to engage with US-backed peace proposals. He rejected claims that Moscow poses a threat to Europe.
Everyone expected they would destroy Russia in a short period of time, tear it apart. The European young pigs immediately joined the efforts of the previous U.S. administration under President Joe Biden, seeking to profit from the collapse of our country, to reclaim what had been lost in previous historical periods, to take revenge. As it has become obvious to everyone, all these attempts and destructive plans against Russia have failed, completely failed.
President Vladimir Zelensky said that Russia is preparing to make 2026 another year of war, and urged allies to strengthen support and make it clear to Moscow that continuing this war is pointless.
The outcome of these meetings, the outcome for Europe, must be such that Russia feels that its desire to continue fighting next year will be pointless because Ukraine will have support. This depends 100% on Europe.
European leaders will meet in Brussels today to discuss the use of frozen Russian assets to finance Ukraine. And this is despite the United States pressuring EU countries against the plan. European leaders have proposed using $105 billion from frozen Russian central bank funds to back a loan for Kiev, money that will later be repaid through Russian reparations. Meanwhile, the human cost of war continues to extend far beyond the Russia-Ukraine border, with the body of an Indian youth from Rajasthan being repatriated to New Delhi. Ajay Godara was fighting on the front line for the Russian army.